Nice, nice.
Do you like that?
Mm-hmm. You want
Good.
to start us off? I think
Sure.
like that.
Hello, everybody. It's podcast 77 of the Overkill Podcast. I am Iron Meta Frankie, and I'm here with...
Kirby K10, baby.
Yes, episode 77. We've been going pretty strong here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Year and a half almost. Every week.
Every week, more or less. I think we...
Saturday or Sunday is whenever we upload. But hope you're all having a great day whenever you're listening to this.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll just get right into it.
Yeah.
So specifically, Nintendo, I saw this video from Topic Arlo, which is just Arlo's second channel, and basically he uploaded it. And they had, I believe Nintendo had their like investor call or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the questions was, they're concerned. One of the investors is concerned about the Switch 2's improved performance, which will lead to higher development costs and software prices, and ultimately it'll decrease in the gaming population, right? Whatever that means. And basically, most of these investors were concerned with having longer development times, and they want to basically make them shorter, or as short as possible, which probably means we're going to get a lot more rushed video games. We'll just have to see on that. But
I certainly hope not. I mean, I feel like these days games haven't been getting enough development time. That's why they always end up so buggy and shitty. But I guess I'm not surprised.
I don't know though. I don't know. I mean, there are some games that take years and years and years to come out, and then they come out and they're bad. So I don't think it's like about the amount of time per se. Because like, for instance, Smash Melee was developed in like 13 months, which wasn't healthy for Sakurai, but it did lead to a great game. So
maybe it's how lazy the devs are. All right.
Well, that's the thing too, is like most of these, I think a lot of it too is like most of gaming projects are it's like too many cooks in the kitchen, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Okay.
it's just a ton of dev time, or I'm sorry, a ton of, people working on the same thing, and no one's collaborating, right?
Yeah. I guess. I mean,
too.
so was this sparked by anything, or is it just how fancy the Switch is?
No, it's just sparked by. I guess it's just sparked by the, the Switch. I think being the 4K and all that.
Okay.
To be honest, to me, I think most of the Nintendo stuff is still gonna have that same art style, because it's basically, from what I understand, it's basically just a Switch but in 4K. Maybe there's some improvements, like visually, but to be honest, to me, I can't really tell the difference.
Yeah.
At least on most of the games.
I mean, I think it's just, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we'll find out. I just hope they keep making good games. That's all I really want out of the Switch at this point. So, we have a story here. About Epic Games. Now, Epic has been known to be quite litigious. They have sued many people many times. They dropped a lawsuit against Samsung stating, we're dismissing our court case against Samsung following the parties' discussions. Apparently, they are grateful that Samsung will address their concerns. Some of their concerns were that you could only Oh, here we go. The lawsuit was about the auto block feature, which only allows apps to be installed from the Google Play Store and Samsung Galaxy Store. Obviously, they don't like that because they want to have their own Epic Store, I guess, on the phone, which is interesting. I wonder if they've sued Apple for that because I don't know if Apple would let you do that. So I'm pretty sure they don't let you do that.
Yeah. I don't even know. Does do the Google phones allow you to install their stores? I think so, right?
Apparently not, but they will for Epic.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
interesting.
It's a strange one. It's a strange lawsuit, but I just thought I'd cover it because we don't hear too much from Epic, and when we do, it's always. It says the company wasn't as fortunate whenever it tried Apple. Okay, so they did indeed try to go. They did try to go back on Apple, and Apple removed Fortnite, I guess. So. Whenever they sued them last. Hey, that's pretty savage. They're like, oh, you want to sue us? Okay, get rid of Fortnite.
Oh yeah,
That's tough, son.
Yeah. To be fair, I do think that you should be able to use any storefront. In my opinion, I always thought, whenever I would use my iPhone, I was like, I really wish I had the Play Store because there were some games that were exclusive to that. And yeah, to me, I think there should be just more options, more for competition reasons, obviously. That way, it's not a monopoly.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Apple apparently doesn't care, which is funny, which I'm not surprised by. But yeah, just thought I'd cover that. I don't even know. I have the Epic Game Store, especially whenever we cover the stories about what free games they're giving out. I usually go claim them, but man, I don't ever use it. Do you even have it installed?
Oh, I think I do, but
yeah,
I just don't. I don't know. I downloaded maybe like Final Fantasy, the first one, and then that was about it. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I haven't really played it. I think. Oh, I played Stardew Valley. That's what it was. Surprisingly, it actually works pretty well on the phone. Yeah. Also, I kind of have this like schizo theory. Kind of speaking of Nintendo and Apple, where I think like Nintendo has kind of become the new Apple in terms of like at least for the gaming space, where like they basically are like the exclusive brand, you know what I mean? So they can kind of just charge whatever they want for their consoles, and people will still buy it. I know a lot of people are angry about the Switch prices, but I think they're still gonna buy. We saw that with the opening weekend for the Switch 2, at least.
Oh yeah,
where it's one of the fastest selling consoles. I know I've gone to like our local GameStop, for example, and Target, and they don't have any Switch 2s. As soon as they're in stock, they're gone, pretty much.
Mike arm. Yeah, so, I mean, they're impossible to find around here.
Yeah. That's just kind of my theory. I think they're kind of becoming that way. But
yeah, they're becoming big. They're becoming big for their britches. Plus, they're big on exclusivity, which Apple is as well. So, kind of a match made in heaven over
there. Speaking of big games coming out.
Oh, baby.
I know. We started this show as a Call of Duty channel, so this is kind of a little bit related. But the new Battlefield game is allegedly going to come out. The beta is could be coming out sooner than we thought.
Today? No, I'm just kidding.
Let me see. I think it says the reveal is during 2025.
Man, I gotta keep it a buck.
Honestly, though, like, I'm not excited. You know?
How many times are they gonna use this like color scheme with like the light blue and the orange? Like the light blue background, the orange, and then like the exaggerated like ray tracing and like reflections on like cloth and stuff. Like I don't know. I'm surprised they haven't changed their aesthetic in like, you know, I mean, I'm talking about 2042 because they use that art because we don't know anything about the new game. But like, I have a feeling they're just gonna keep using this aesthetic until Battlefield's dead.
I don't think they even give a release date in this article. Or like a time frame even.
They don't know shit. They're just writing about Battlefield 6. I skimmed through it real quick.
Yeah.
I guess there was a leak. It says the line from the most recent client updated to include the phrase Battlefield 6 open beta, which I'm not surprised. I mean, there's definitely going to be an open beta for this game.
Yeah, there was. I mean, yeah, there was for 2042.
Yeah.
People still bought that, but I think this one is free to play, from what I understand. Or it has like a free to play mode, and then maybe you have to buy the multiplayer. I'm not 100% sure. Or the whole game.
I'm
free.
sensing a battle royale in this one.
Yeah,
that's what I'm feeling in my gut.
That's what I assume too. But honestly, I don't hate it. I think out of all the shooter games, Battlefield might be really good for a battle royale mode.
Yeah.
It seems to me though that they're still using that same 2042 like engine, which technically is the Frostbite engine, but like the way the game looks, it looks very similar to 2042, except like it's modern day instead of in the future.
Sure.
That's about the only difference, at least that I can tell. Yeah, we'll still have to see on it. I'm not getting my hopes up.
Oh boy.
Because last time I got my hopes up, they were swiftly shot down. So, yeah. Oh boy. All right. This episode is absolutely cursed.
This episode is good. Have you been able to hear me having to move my mic? Oh my gosh, the mic arm's cursed. Couple quick stories
I hope
here
not.
That we're gonna have to. We'll go through pretty quickly. There's a studio called Romero Games. They were allegedly working on a shooter, and they just kind of randomly just closed their doors. We don't know what shooter it is, but it was founded by this guy. I believe it's John Romero. He has a very yeah. It's founded by this guy and his wife, and they were making an undisclosed FPS, which is spicy stuff. Apparently they had 100 employees. One day they were talking about publishing, and then the next day they just shut everything down. So, whatever that means, we're not too sure. They have a game called
it looks like
Sigil 2, which is a 6th episode for, it's an unofficial episode for Doom, for the 1993 Doom. Apparently they have Sigil 1, is a free download for 1993 Doom. So I guess this guy, his games that he was releasing were like Doom add-ons, Doom mods, and then he created his own studio, which is interesting. We don't know what the shooter is, and there's still a possibility that a company will pick it up and play it, or pick it up and continue publishing it. It looks like it's probably going to be a Doom-like, just based on its history and kind of like all the background that I was reading up on. So that could be pretty sick. If the studio's still around, I don't know.
Yeah, he's actually the co-founder of id Software.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's helped work on Wolfenstein, Doom, and all that.
Oh, I see.
Quake,
Yeah.
all those like games. So this guy's pretty much a legend
So that's why everyone
in
calls him
terms
a
of
legend.
game dev.
Gotcha.
And
No wonder he made those add-ons for Doom and didn't get sued.
yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Well, I mean, speaking of Doom, man.
What? Oh,
You gave me that. Oh, you gave me the. We finally. Well, I finally got Game Pass. Meta
it's
gave me
true.
1 month of it, and so I downloaded Doom: The Dark Ages, but I haven't been able to play it yet. Also, I might try Power World. So
That's crazy.
we'll probably get back to you guys next week on that.
We will. I'm gonna force him to give an update.
Yeah, man.
I guess on the end with the trend of all these studios closing down, and I assume it's because less and less people are buying stuff.
Yeah.
In games is Ubisoft. They were, if you remember, they sold off a lot of their big IPs, or they were invested in by Tencent for some of their biggest IPs. And this guy here, Chris Kerr, he wrote a nice little article with GameDeveloper.com. They have laid off 19 workers at Star Trek, Bridge Crew, and apparently Tom Clancy's dev. They have been continuing to just slowly get rid of people. I assume Tencent's probably coming in and trying to make everything more efficient. But I also assume it's because their games have been shite.
Yeah.
Do you think, I mean, this is almost always a trend. It's been a trend more recently as people have started not respecting kind of seeing through the bullshit, I think, of a lot of gaming stuff. I know a lot of us that have been heavily involved have always mocked things like pre-ordering or believing developers or believing companies. I know that's been a pretty good trend for most of us, but I think a lot of the less informed among us are starting to wake up to some stuff like this. And it's resulting in less game sales.
Yeah, and I also think what also is resulting in less game sales is a lot of the bigger games, and just a lot of games in general now are just free to play. And if some people will look at something that's $60, and then they'll look at, they'll look over, and they see a game that's free, and they're like, all right, well, I'll just go with the free one because you don't gotta pay anything to get in.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing. And as we've seen, a lot of those free to play games make way more than the paid ones.
Oh yeah.
Because you can, it's sneaky. They get in, you play it, you're like, okay, well, it's good enough. I'll give them 20.
Yeah. Time to buy a $20 skin for this game,
and
that
then
I'm gonna play forever,
3 months later.
Sure.
Yeah, and then 3 months later, if you've been playing it still, you're like, ooh, let me spend another 20.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like having a subscription without asking for a subscription. Well, and I actually, so this might be a hot one, but I think I'm kind of coming around to the idea of things like Game Pass, even though I don't use it myself, and that part of the reason being is for indie developers, it kind of gives them a constant stream of income, depending on the contract, or they just get a big lump sum to put it on the store. So, for that reason, I'm kind of a big fan of it, at least for the indie side. For the AAA side, they're always just gonna, get Game Pass, download COD, and then they're still going to have 5 million microtransactions. That's not going to change. But for indie games, I'm starting to kind of like things like Game Pass, I think. Maybe that's wild.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I believe, don't the devs, they do get revenue just for being on Game Pass, no?
Yeah,
I think based on how many downloads.
I think it depends on the contract, but yeah, usually they do. Well, and then there are people that'll they'll play it on there and then they'll go buy it on like Steam or something like I've done before.
Yeah.
Pretty epic, baby.
Wow.
Gonna have a whole Power World section
Yeah.
next week. It's gonna be epic, boys. Speaking of more happy news,
Do we want to talk about the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remaster?
oh, I mean we can. I didn't have much to say about it. That's why I took it off the docket. But
Okay, fair enough. I just
I
thought we'd
mean,
talk about Ubisoft.
it
So.
yeah. I mean it looks good. I just hope they stay faithful to the original a little bit and they don't try to like add in a message or anything. Preferably avoid a big left-leaning political message out of a game. That'd be good for once. And
I assume they won't have anything like that because it's just a straight remaster, from what I understand.
I would hope,
And I know
but I've been disappointed before.
the third game got remastered, and I believe that was pretty good.
Oh, this is cooked.
Yeah, this is really cooked, chat.
This is a cooked one.
But yeah, I mean,
This is a deep fried one.
I'm excited for like Black Flag to get a remaster. It looks really good.
It does.
We'll just have to see, if they make it more buggy, then it's cooked. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll probably look good. And honestly, we've been really happy with the changes to Siege too. You and I have gotten back into that game. I think we've covered it before, but man, it feels way better, feels way more responsive, and honestly, it makes me want to play a lot more Siege. I've been really happy actually with those improvements. I don't remember if Siege is one of the games that was given to Tencent as part of the deal or not, but it seems like improvements are abundant for that game, and so I'm like 60% positive on this new Black Flag remake. Which is pretty good for me. Usually I'm like 50-50 on most new games these days.
Yeah.
They're doing good. I'm excited. I think we'll get it. More happy stories here. AI, do we want to talk about this?
Oh yeah. So, big publishers, of course, as we already know, are starting to look into AI.
Some of them have already started using it.
Cheaper, faster, and more automated. Obviously, they don't have to pay as many people, and I think some of the first jobs that we are going to see go is the artists.
Yep.
I think game programming is less likely to get taken up by AI. It still can be, it still could be. There's always that possibility. But the thing is AI doesn't. You can use AI to make to program a game or to make different software, but it's generally not going to be optimized, and it's not going to. It's going to need to be gone over by a human first. And I think that's what we're going to see a lot with AI jobs, just in general, or just jobs in general. Is like you're basically going to be the human that is there that looks over the AI.
Yeah.
To make sure that it's okay.
I mean, they're going to exist. The Ubisoft, since we were talking about them, they have made a tool, and I did hear about this a little bit ago. The Ghost Rider, I guess is his name. I didn't know it had a name. And they use it to generate NPC dialogue. They call it spare the writers from writing endless, mindless barks so they can tackle the big picture writing. Obviously, some of the issues with this is a lot of newbie writers usually do that quote-unquote kind of useless NPC background dialogue. So maybe we will see a lot of... I don't know. I don't know how you get a job in writing video games if it's not writing the shitty NPC dialogue, like in, a game like Fallout, for example, or something.
Yeah. One other thing is I was just talking about this with some people at work, and we were kind of discussing what jobs are probably going to be taken up by like AI. And I was thinking one of the first to go, in my opinion, is probably going to be content creator. Just just for example, like on YouTube Shorts, I'll be scrolling through it, and I would say about like half of, maybe not half, but like at least 25% of the videos that I see on YouTube Shorts are now AI
It is cursed, yeah.
or have some sort of AI element within them. It could even be more. I don't know. It to me,
It's getting harder to tell too.
especially, yeah, that's the thing too. Especially with the new the Google VO3, those new videos are crazy. They look so realistic. Um, I think it's a matter of like 2 to 3 years. We'll see another big improvement. Because I remember
Damn.
2 years ago, you you remember the video of like Will Smith eating spaghetti?
Mm-hmm.
That was the big thing, and people were like joking about how bad AI was, but that was 2 years ago. So if it can go from that to where we are now, it's gonna be, in 2 years. It's gonna be so realistic, you know.
I mean, yeah, these videos are
Um,
fooling people. Like really. I mean, first off, I try to give people respect and assume that they're intelligent until they prove otherwise. But I will say, there are a lot of people that are not super bright, and they've been getting fooled by AI a lot. And then there are even people that are really, really perceptive of things like that, and they get fooled as well. The more and more I see of those people that like are really perceptive to things like that, it is getting fooled. The more concerned I get.
hmm Yeah, I think one thing too is the so far from what I've seen too is AI doesn't have like that personality, and that was one argument that I thought was persuasive. Was like it doesn't have that personality, so like most people won't uh what do you call it, like actually watch a long form video of AI.
Sure.
Um, but I think, and this might be a little bit of a um what do you call it, a little bit of a savage take, but I think most most videos, if you want it to be for the masses, they don't really have to have personality. So I think that's one thing too. It's like it doesn't really matter if it has that. And also, I'm sure with improvements, it'll kind of, especially if it's like, if it's making a video about gaming, it'll know like what gamers like and
Mm-hmm.
what they don't like.
Sure.
So I think eventually it will um, take over that aspect.
Damn. Well, I know. Well, there's been content creators like Cop too who have done the AI stuff to actually some success. It hasn't really been as much of a failure as everyone guessed. There are people that actually really like it. So it's kind of cursed.
Yeah.
But and obviously it's children's content. But that's how it is. Oh, something on Call of Duty too. I think we've covered this. The publisher, I guess, said on Steam, our team uses generative AI tools to help develop some in-game assets. Um, we know this. I didn't know it was for. I know it was for some of the store purchases and skins. They had used some AI. Apparently, PlayStation used AI for subtitles in Spider-Man 2. Ba, ba, ba. Apparently, Microsoft has an in-house AI called Muse. It now sketches out visual and gameplay concepts. Wow. Okay. Um, Interesting. Apparently the company laid off at Microsoft. They laid off 9,000 game devs and then introduced the AI the next day. That's savage. Um, wow.
Oh no.
So it's already kind of setting in, I guess. And I can get it. I've even at my job, I've even put into like Grok, or I like Grok because it's easy to log into Twitter, and you put in like an email and you're like, write me a response to this, and it spits out something that's like really really great and sounds great, and you're like, well, I guess we'll use it.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely for like, yeah, if you have to do tedious writing work, it's really it's good. But yeah. I haven't really used AI too much. I've tried to use ChatGPT. I think I made like a burner account or whatever. But yeah, maybe I'll have to try Grok.
Yeah, I just like it because Twitter's just so much easier to log into. I don't even look at other people's tweets. I just go straight to Grok. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I think that's about it for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you boys enjoyed the shorter one. It's been your boy Meta Knight. Kirby. Peace.
It's been your boy Meta Knight. Bye.